everyone, welcome back to my channel, Bow and Arrow Tarot. Today we're going to be doing your New Year's resolution reading. This reading is going to be just about this New Year's period, the time leading up to your New Year's Eve, and what the energies are going to be surrounding that. And maybe perhaps what your New Year's resolutions may include this year, okay? So this is just a little look into what you may or may not be, what your New Year's Eve may or may not be like this year. And of course, this is not going to resonate for all of you. And this is, of course, for the sign of Leo. Aries is already up, and then I will be doing Sagittarius next. So we're going to be going around, I'll be going around through by elemental, right? So doing the fire elements first. Then I will move on to the earth elements, air elements, and water elements. All right, guys, so let's pull out your spirit animal for this New Year's Eve period. This is, of course, energy that you may or may not be tapping into this New Year's Eve. And, of course, if it resonates, that's fine. If not, just let it go, Leo. And we're just going to pull one oracle card for you. And we have the Nightingale Spirit. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, so very nice indeed. Now, let's see, what is your sort of romance angel message for this New Year's period? Also, we're going to see what the messages romance angels have for you. Nightingale, of course, talks about expressing your love as well, right? Expressing something that's really important to you or communicating your heart. This is very much a case of throat chakra and heart chakra being engaged. So let's see. Beautiful romance angels. What do you have for my Leo this New Year's Eve? What are they looking forward to? Give me a clear card. Just one message for my lovely Leos for New Year's Eve 2019. And your message from the angels is passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Well, Leo, this is very, very nice. Now, before we go right into your spread, let's just talk about this for a minute. This is so nice, Leo. You have Nightingale Spirit. And, of course, the Nightingale is talking about really sort of expressing your love, right? Love is all around you. And it's at times like this that you have to express your love in order to get the love. Passion, right? Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Right? That's the message of passion. Well, we have the nightingale, which is the bird that is synonymous with singing its heart and its soul out with joy. Its beautiful voice, when it speaks, it can really sort of make anyone stop and feel sort of the beauty and the love all around them, right? And this is the essence of the nightingale. And this is going to be, for some of you, the essence of your New Year's Eve, Leo. It's going to be a very loving, passionate evening. You may be with a new lover. You may be with a lover you already have in your life, right? But in any case, we can say that some of you Leos are going to be having a very, very passionate night, a night full of love, and a period coming into New Year's Eve that is surrounded with love, right? So let's get your spread out. We're going to look a little bit deeper into what you may or may not be dealing with. So sweet. Two messages that are really compatible with each other. Let me see Leo's New Year's Eve period. Give me a clear message for our lovely Leos, what they should expect this New Year's for 2019, the energy going into it, and the energies that may be forming their resolutions this year. Show me. All right, Leo, we have Judgment at the center, crossed with King of Wands. We have the Hierophant coming out, and we have change with the Death card. Wow, a lot of change. Interesting. And you come into this period with 3 of Wands, and you round it off with a 4 of Swords. I'm going to put this right here like this. Wow. Okay, guys. So at the bottom of the deck, you have a 3 of Wands. So some of you, this sort of New Year's period, you're really having to be very patient about a lot of things, right? It could be that life is telling you just let things unfold a little bit naturally, so don't get ahead of yourself during this New Year's time. Some of you are indeed, Leo, dealing with forgiveness. Judgment card comes in, and judgment really is the card for forgiveness more than anything. Letting go of hypercriticism and overly judgmental attitudes about life and about yourself. Judgment is really about letting go, but letting go not because you're letting go of something toxic and it's just best to let go, but letting go because you have learned something about yourself and about life. And so it's not just that you're letting go, but that you're understanding a situation a lot more. You're understanding a situation perhaps that before was a bit maybe ended in a certain way or whatever. Now you're kind of understanding it from the other person's point of view. It could have ended badly, or it could have been like a bridge that was burned, or an argument, right? Or it could have been just a general falling out or what have you, right? But you're looking, judgment is an example of when we look back and we realize that perhaps we weren't right, or perhaps we were overly judgmental or overly critical. Perhaps we are carrying some misplaced guilt for some of our past actions, and we're really needing to heal ourselves also. But in any case, this is what you come into this New Year's Eve period. So you're feeling very forgiving, very sort of like wanting to have a clean slate. King of Wands is what you're covered with, and so you're really, in a lot of ways, right now you're also in the middle of really sort of leading a project that you're working on. It's very important to you. You are right now very much on a path of sort of following your dreams and ambitions, and so this New Year's Eve period, you are really going to be, part of your resolution, I think, this year, Leo, is to really sort of not to hold on to certain things, right? Not to be so sort of unforgiving, and to forgive yourself, maybe to do a little extra healing. You are coming in with Hierophant, and there's a Death card. So there's some commitment, there's passion, and let your heart sing, and love is around you this New Year's. But you also have the Hierophant and Death. And so there's going to be, for some of you, you might even be dealing with a little bit of a resonating up of commitment of your relationship. Some of you may be deciding that it's time to move forward with your relationship. This could be King of Wands going after the next step in his life, which is locking down a relationship, finding that commitment. You're certainly going forward with your ambitious plans, right? As well as really letting go of a lot of things this New Year's Eve, Leo. But there's definitely going to be a real palpable change. Some of you may be moving in together. After New Year's, you may be having, some of you are having a real sort of physical change in your life. And this change has to do with a raising up of your commitment in some areas. So it could very well be moving. It could very well be a higher level of commitment to your career as well, and also change because of that. I do believe for some of you, there's going to be a real physical change, right? So you definitely will be moving apartments, if not moving the cities that you're living in. 3 of Pentacles and 4 of Swords. So you're coming into this New Year's period. A lot of you Leos are going to be working a lot. You're going to be doing a lot of last minute working, a lot of last minute sort of networking, talking with sort of your colleagues, or talking with people who are in your field. It could be your business, your patrons, whatever the case may be. You're doing a lot of interacting and working together, partnership working, collaborating. Just working really hard, to sort of further your career and your business. And one of the energies you put into your New Year's resolution is that of 4 of Swords. So you resolve this year very much to be much more sort of strategic. I think a lot of you this year resolving to really be sort of careful with the decisions you make, because a lot of you are going down a particular path with this King of Wands. You're really going down an ambitious path. A lot of you, you're really sort of using this year to sort of manifest some dreams. Those of you who are in relationships, you're definitely doubling down your commitment to the relationship. And if it isn't a relationship, it's a doubling down of commitment to this ambitious path that you're on. And again, there's still going to be a lot of change around this New Year's period. A lot of you are going to go right into 2020 with changes in your physical, emotional, and mental sort of state. Some of you will actually be moving and maybe signing a lease on January 1st, right? Or at the last, this could also be a last minute thing for some of you, because death comes in. The change that death brings is unstoppable, but a lot of times it's very sudden. Okay, it is very sudden, like death is sudden, you know. And so this could also be last minute changes coming in as a result of you pushing for your ambitious path. Whatever the case may be, it is to do in an area of your life that you have a high level of commitment to. So whether that is to a relationship or your career or both, right, this sort of change is coming in that's going to affect it. Finally, you do have the Three of Wands, and in some areas you guys are going to be forced to stand back and let this sort of change happen and unfold naturally. So Three of Wands really talks about patience, but it talks about letting go of any sort of control issues right now, because things are kind of rolling along out of your hands. And again, yes, you're doing a lot of work coming into New Year's Eve, but you're certainly going to be resolving that. Going into 2020, you're going to be way more, even more sort of strategic, more careful with the things you say, definitely more sort of reserved with people, because I think a lot of you have a lot of work to do this year, and part of this is going to be your strategy in achieving those goals. All right, guys, this is your outlook. It's very short and sweet and to the point. Don't forget, I am using the Spirit Animal Oracle deck from Colette Baron Reed. This is this beautiful Nightingale Spirit card from, and this is the deck, or rather a new one of these that I will be giving out as a Christmas gift to one of my lucky watchers or subscribers. And all you have to do to be entered in this, in the drawing to win this deck, is to be subscribed and to leave me a comment in the comment section of any of the videos that you're watching to let me know that you're interested in receiving the deck. All right, guys, this is it, Leo. Have a wonderful, wonderful New Year's, and I hope to see you in January. Bye-bye now.